Tribesmen of the Vale! Onward to claim what is yours! Halfman! 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 To battle! Hold on! Wait!
Game of Thrones is very much about how you handle family and how being true to family can be the best thing about you and can also destroy you. And Tyrion, who's usually so cynical, we see another side to him in relation to the shift from his father.
You're wounded. Good of you to notice.
That sarcasm is armor and is protecting something. And this tension between them tells a lot about why he is the way he is.
Dany's high point with the Horde is probably when she eats the stallion heart and they really are behind their queen. And then she starts doing things that they frown upon. For instance, when Drogo gets sick, people start to blame her because she had this sorceress treat him. And, you know, blood magic goes very much against the Dothraki code.
Save him and I will free you, I swear it.
There is a spell.
Magic is pushed to the periphery of this world, and literally, I mean, it's way far across the Narrow Sea in the east, and it's way north of the Wall. And also, it's very peripheral to people's daily lives. This isn't a world where a wizard shows up with a big pointy hat and a staff and creates all sorts of magical displays.
What have you done?
This is a world that is more like our own world in terms of the role the supernatural has in it, but Miri is a source of actual magic.
Ned wants to do the right thing, always. The right thing here clearly is not to lie. Ned's not going to support Joffrey's claim to the throne when it's so clearly a fallacious claim.
Tell the Queen you will confess your vile treason. Tell your son to lay down his sword and proclaim Joffrey as the true heir.
Varys tries to appeal to him, partly just by saying, look, there's going to be war otherwise, and is that what you want? I mean, regardless of who's got the right claim, regardless of line of succession, all the rest of it, and that means thousands of people dying, it means innocents dying, it means towns being burned down and people starving, all the rest of it. Is it worth it?
You think my life is some precious thing to me, that I would trade my honor for a few more years of what?
The one thing that finally persuades him to abandon his honor is his love of his children.
What of your daughter's life, my lord? Is that a precious thing to you?
Ned believes that the Lannisters will hold their end of the bargain, not because he has any particular trust in them, but because it's the best thing for them to do to ensure their power.
It's his insistence on doing the right thing in a very corrupt world that not only leads to his destruction, but imperils the things he would try to protect.
Traditionally, in a book, whether it's fantasy or any other genre, you might do a terrible thing to a side character. You know, you might murder off a minor character, but you're not going to kill Tony Soprano.
I come before you to confess my treason. I plotted to seize the throne for myself. Joffrey Baratheon is the one true heir to the Iron Throne.
You get to that scene thinking, how's he going to get out of this one? Wow, he's up there, and the tide is definitely turned against him, but it feels like it's time for things to turn back around and for some 11th hour salvation to pluck him from the jaws of death.
What is to be done with this traitor?
Something's going to come along to save him because obviously Ned's not going to die, it's Ned. And then it doesn't.
Bring me his head.
It's great to be surprised in that way, and I can only hope that the people who come to the show without having read the books will have the same holy shit response that I had when I read the book, because it was a big holy shit for me.